Mo here. It is your kick-ass career coach starting off your week. Isn't every day actually a starting of the week? Because it's just a start, a new start. This is day 9 of the Daily Mo. And today I am asking you to think about, no, not to think about, I'm asking you today to give yourself permission to shine. Hello, everyone. It's been a whole lot of fun so far diving into this daily routine of waking up and greeting you and just being where I'm at and allowing the topics and the conversation to flow. So it's always great seeing all of you here. I'm on my windy balcony. Yes, again, got to give you that dose of the ocean view. Yep, it's a little windy today. So it just reminds us of how awesome and different and unique each and every day is. You know, being at the ocean, I get the pleasure of really watching the personality of the ocean emerge every day. You know, the weather is something that always tells us what's going on with Mother Nature. The ocean has its own personality on top of that, so it's really cool to just watch the variety and to allow variety. Permission actually is an interesting word because sometimes permission can be allowing other people, places, and things to be what they are rather than feeling we have to control all those other forces outside of us in order to be happy or safe or okay. So many of us as beautiful human beings were raised in a way that we began to want to control things so that we wouldn't get surprised, or we had to learn how to be hyper-vigilant in order to be ready for no matter what would come down the pike. There is not a single human being on this planet who wants to be thrown off kilter. There's not a single human being on this planet who wants to be made fun of or put back on our heels or embarrassed or put upon. I mean, all human beings want to be loved and appreciated. Sort of normal human situation for the soul to want to be loved and appreciated. Your own human soul desires that more than anything. And I'm going to tell you where to give the permission for that first. That's in the old selfie. Yep. So your permission to shine for yourself and to yourself is really the number one permission to give every single day. I'm going to let you in on a secret of that. The biggest secret of giving yourself permission to shine is that when you do that, when you allow yourself to shine, you inherently give every people, place, and thing in your world permission to be who they are and where they are and what they are, and you lose the grip of needing to control everyone and everything around you. You lose the grip of fear that something in your environment is going to throw you off and cause you to act or react in a way that you don't want, which would be equivalent to pain. So when you give yourself permission to be awesome, and if you're my client, this is one thing that we go into every single day. We give ourselves acknowledgement of not only the gratitudes of our lives, but we also give ourselves permission to shine by doing brags. And that word always throws all of our ladies off. I can't brag about myself. This is too hard. I don't know how to brag about myself. I want you right now in your own, wherever you are. If you have paper, great. If you don't, if you're driving or if you're putting your makeup on, getting ready, making your toast, whatever you're doing right now, give yourself permission to brag about yourself right now. Something awesome that you've already done today. How about something awesome that you did yesterday? How about a way that you were or a way that you are 10 years ago? How about something awesome that you did as a kid? Frickin' brag on yourself all the way down the line and recognize that you have been an awesome being for a lot of years, for decades, but you got lost along the way. You got protected and covered up so that you wouldn't get hurt or ashamed or embarrassed by something. So you absolutely need to have a regular habit of reminding yourself that you are God's creation, so therefore you are awesome. You are awesome by the fact that you are on this planet having this human experience. You've been gifted awesome. You've been gifted being amazing. You've been gifted the ability to shine and be talented and beautiful and awesome and loving toward others. There is nothing that you need permission from anyone else out there to do or to be. Be awesome. Give yourself the permission every single beautiful freaking morning to be awesome. It's going to be relieving to you, because then you'll no longer be as concerned about whether other people are doing what you want them to do or being who you want them to be. Because when you're comfortable, content, at peace with you and how awesome you are, you no longer have to control the world out there, because you realize that the truth is that the peace and beauty of the world rests within you. Don't be looking for it out there. It's not out there. Yep, there's a great ocean, but there's plenty of people not living in their beautiful, awesome self who live on the ocean or who go to visit the ocean. Now, most people, when they visit the ocean, they feel the expansiveness and the beauty, and they capture the ions in the air, and their body starts to react and come down and be more. But you can do that no matter where you are. It's free. It's available to you. It's accessible. It is your God-given right to breathe in your awesomeness and your shine. And I know I see the sun coming up from behind my head there. Ah! So today's Daily Mo is to allow yourself permission to shine, which means you also have permission to be awesome, which means you also have permission to speak up, which means you also have permission to have a crucial conversation with someone, because you need to honor you. If you need to have a conversation or speak up in a meeting or organize something or get in charge of something, go do it. Go and do that. Be who you must be for what you must take care of and be and do for you. No matter what your job or what your role in the world is, don't be looking for too much permission out there. Now, obviously, there are some things you need permission, like can I spend $1 million to hire a bunch of cool people that I want to for my department? Clearly, there might need to be some permission for that. But there's no permission needed to have a conversation about it. There's no permission needed for you to think awesome, beautiful, wonderful, expansive thoughts about what might be needed for your department or company to grow and be more awesome. There's no permission needed to think. There's no permission needed to feel. The only permission you need to give for you to be awesome is right on in. That woman in the mirror is your main source of awesomeness. She is your main source of feeling good. She's actually your only source of feeling good. There is no one out there who can make you feel good. There is no one out there who can make you feel bad, except if you give them permission to control that about you. Do we want the people in our lives to love us and to shower us with that? Of course we do, but we don't need it. Do we want the people in our lives not to criticize us and not to think poorly of us? Of course we do, but we don't need that. You know, sticks and stones may break my bones, but names will never hurt me. So your ability to exercise your own self-permission to be awesome and to shine will guarantee you less stress, because you will not be stressing about things that you can't control anyway. But most human beings on this planet are stressing out about things they can't control. And if you live in the present moment of how awesome you are right now, right here, you're not worrying about the past or fretting about the future. And those are the sure signs to be suffering and struggling. If you're always thinking about something that's not right now, you're definitely going to be struggling. You're definitely going to be stressing. You're going to be riddled with anxiety. There's not a single person who is in their awesomeness and owning their truth about how amazing and how wonderful they are, who's fretting about the future or condemning their past. You got to free yourself from all that stuff, ladies. Free yourself from those things that you cannot control, because you can't change the past. You cannot go back in this lifetime to the past and switch around. You can change your nervous system's embedded programming on the feelings that you have about that. Of course you can. And if you don't know how to do that, you need to call us up, because that's what we do. If you are starting your day with permission to be awesome, you will guarantee a better and better life and outcome for yourself. So go do that. Go be that person for yourself. Permission granted. Go be awesome. Write down 5 things right now that you're so freaking awesome for, and then give yourself one commitment today to take action on something that you need to honor yourself to go do. Be that woman who follows through on how awesome you are. Be the woman who shows others through example of how to be awesome. Because when you shine, you give everyone else permission to be the same. One of Marianne Williamson's most awesome quotes from her book, Return to Love. God bless the fact that she was so inspired for that book, because it has inspired me since, I think it was written in 88. That's 1988. For those of you who may not have been alive then, Return to Love by Marianne Williamson is an awesome, awesome book about how to really tap back in to what the one thing in this universe that is pure and that is your potentiality, and that is love. And when you give yourself permission to shine, you are loving yourself. And there is nothing better to guarantee happiness, freedom, power, joy, and success than loving yourself. So go out and love yourself. I'm going to give you permission to give you permission. That's your permission granted today. So today's your day to permit yourself to shine, shine, shine. And if you want to come back here, or just maybe even comment below about the things you're committed to shining, or how awesome you are for today, write it down on this Facebook group. Absolutely commit to how awesome you are. Give yourself permission to write it here. It's a safe place. And to do and be that version of yourself today. I'll see you tomorrow on the next Daily Mo. This is Kick-Ass Coach Career. Wait, what am I? Career Coach, Coach Mo. You can find me at mofall.com. And if your career is not where you want it to be, and if you are not where you want to be, and you need some help, which like most people do, give us a call. Book your free career clarity call to get started and to change your life forever. More tomorrow. I can't wait. I'm going to share some client stuff. Hey, if you're around at 5 p.m. Eastern, Nadia's interview is going live at 5 p.m. Eastern today. If you're watching this live, it's Monday, and it's Motivational Monday. Catch that great interview. Nadia is an inspiring woman. She's a beautiful client, and she's an example of how she pulled herself from really the rock bottom to top, and she continues to soar. I love each and every one of you. Permission to shine granted from yourself. Love you. Have a great day.